Hey, what's up guys? Blacker Bricks here, back with another video. Now, in today's video, what we're going to be doing is taking a look at how I go through the process of preparing, packing, and shipping out an order when I receive one on Bricklink. So this is the page that comes up when you just visit the Bricklink site. This is the main page. When you actually open a store, you have this little icon up here that says My Store. If you don't, usually what it'll say is like open a store or something like that. So pretty much I can show you right now. Oh, sorry about that, guys. My Mac's a bit low right now. But pretty much when you want to open a new store, you have like a couple of like guidelines you have to follow. You have to have one positive feedback from a registered seller. You have to have like proof of address, an ID, and obviously proof of inventory. So what I do is usually you'll see that I have one order not yet invoiced and then one order not yet shipped. So these are both orders I just got, and we're going to take a look at the one that's not yet been invoiced. I just received this just like an hour ago. So what you do next is you press on the order ID, which is right over here. Press on that, and this is super useful for sellers. So it shows you the order number right up here at the top. It shows you the status pending, which you will change, obviously. It shows you the order total, the shipping, which is none because I haven't invoiced it yet, the insurance, the additional charges, the credit, the tax, and then the grand total. So right now, all that's there is a grand total. That's pretty much just the quantity right here, 50 times the unit price. The unit price is just the price of each part. That is, I think, 0.0095 cents, which is below the average price. So currently, if you wanted to buy this, I'm pretty sure this is the cheapest price out there on the market. So the person ordered 50 of this in dark pink, and the total should be 0.475, but they just round that up to 48 cents. So that's 50 of these small little flower pieces for, 48 cents. So now what I'm going to do is just switch to like the camera footage and then just pick out the order. All right, so for the first time, you guys are going to get to see my part collection. And this is just the acromills I use for some of the part collection I have on my Bricklink store. Now, these are just some of the parts that I have accumulated from the Pick-a-Brick wall. And I actually got this super cool label printer. It's the P700. It's a super awesome label printer, and there's actually this website online called bricklabels.com where you can print out these super cool labels. Now these have a little like black and white picture, a little drawing of it, the like description, and then the part number, so you can easily like find it on Bricklink or reorder it or like sell it. So right now they're just organized by color, like Bricklink color, so it's easy for me to find. So the part we're looking for right now, I believe, is a dark pink one. So let's see, dark pink, so this is black, lime, light blue, bright pink, dark bluish gray, dark green, and then dark pink right there. So we're just going to pull that drawer right out there and bring it back over to my little studio. I am also going to grab some of the bags that I usually use. It's right in this box over here. And since these pieces aren't too big, I'm probably just going to go with one of the smaller size bags. I am holding the camera with one hand, so I'm going to try my best to open this little seal up with one hand. There we go. Grab that. That should be good, I think, for 50 of those pieces, because they aren't the biggest. So I'm just going to set that right back over there on my tripod. And yeah, let's get right into it. So now that I have the pieces here on the table, what I'm going to do is start counting them out and placing them into this little baggie. So I have bought a lot on Bricklink. So those are all 50 pieces. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't get to finish what I was saying earlier. Pretty much what I was saying is that I have bought from lots of sellers on Bricklink, and some of them package all their pieces individually. Some of them will clump like similar groups, and I totally understand that. I know that putting all sorts of pieces into different bags is difficult, but personally, I like to put all my pieces in different bags, so it's the easiest for the buyer. And so that's that. I got these 50 pieces in here. Now next what I'm going to do is grab the best sized shipping shipping package for this. So usually what I use are these bubble mailers in various different sizes. This is such a tiny order. I can use just the smallest size I have, which is these ones right here. So I'll just grab out one of these right here. I'll grab my scale as well. And just place that down just like so. So next what you want to do is just open up the bubble mailer, put in the pieces. Now this is super awesome because instead of having to use bubble wrap, it already comes with bubble wrap on the inside. That's what's called bubble mailer. It has this super nice just peel off adhesive, so you don't need to use any extra tape. Just seal it shut whenever you want to. I like not to just seal them up before the buyer pays, in case like they want to add something or something goes wrong, just as a second means of safety. Then what we want to do next is just turn on the scale. I don't know if you can see that. There's a bit of a glare. Sorry about that. Yeah, I don't want to pick that up because it'll mess it up. Let me see if I can move the camera just a bit forward. I'll try and take it off maybe. All right. Sorry about that, guys. So right now it is currently in ounces. We want to make sure it's completely tared out or made like zeroed out, if you want to call it that. And then we put on a package. It's a very light package. It's about 0.6 ounces right now. So we have that weight, and I'm going to show you now what we're going to do on the online portion of the website, the online portion of Bricklink. All right, so now that this order has been packed, what we're going to do is just real quick copy the zip code of the buyer. Go to this postage price calculator. You can visit that at postcalc.usps.com. So I'll put in my zip code real quick, put in their zip code, click on calculate price based on shape and size. Then we're going to put in the weight, which is 0.60 ounces, and then large envelope. Now, I primarily ship with USPS, but I guess depending on the country you live in, you might ship with like a different postal carrier. USPS is awesome in the US for shipping Legos. The best method I use is first class mail. That's really good for anything under, I think, 13 ounces it is. And yeah, it's super cheap for the buyer, obviously. And yeah, it's really effective. So we're going to press on this large envelope. It's rigid. It does not bend easily. And then it'll show you a list of mail services, right? So we have Priority Mail Express 1 day, $30. I know, super expensive. 1 day flat rate envelope, $26. 1 day legal flat rate, $26. Just a lot of flat rate envelopes. And then we have Priority Mail 2 day, which is $8. Not too bad. Flat rate envelope, $7.75. Legal flat rate, $8. All these other things that are pretty expensive. But then we get down to the very bottom, pretty much, this first class package retail right over here. And that is $3.95. So that is definitely the cheapest. Now, you guys might be like, oh, look at that. Media mail, that's only $2.80. That's so much cheaper. But unlike first class package, there are restrictions on this one. That is limited to pretty much like DVDs, movies, like magazines, books, stuff like that. So you do not want to ship your Lego bricks and pieces that way. So we're just going to copy that real quick, $3.95. I mean, this isn't too difficult of a number to remember, but in case it is, I just like to copy it so I don't make a mistake. Now we're going to press on the Bricklink icon right there. Go back to the order not invoiced. Now we're going to put in the shipping box right over here. It says ship dot. We're going to input that number, $3.95, right? And now this is important, right? You want to change this sign from pending to ready, not to paid because they haven't paid for it yet. You want to put ready and make sure, I have made this mistake many times, make sure you press submit changes, because if you don't, if I refresh this right now, boom, it's all gone. So you want to put in your number right there, $3.95. You want to press ready and then submit the changes. So now if I refresh it again, it'll say confirms former resubmission, and it will stay there. So now that I have that shipping in, what I want to do is just send them an invoice. So that will automatically calculate the total. That's $395 plus the total, so that's $443. So this is the standard message I sent to all my buyers. It's thank you for your recent order. We hope you enjoy the pieces and look forward to doing business with you again. And then please send a grand total of $443 to, and then as everything else. Do you want to send an invoice to the buyer yourself? Yeah, it has everything else you need. And you just press send. And there you go. You'll see that little green check mark right over there. It'll show that it has been sent. At this point, you can post. It'll show me. It should come up a little like email my copy of the invoice. That's good.